Alright guys, my name is Shervin House. Welcome to the FinlyWealth channel. In this video, we're going to talk about what the best airport lounge access credit cards are. Now, of course, airport lounge access is one of the most sought after and luxurious perks of premium credit cards. But the issue is there are a ton of different airport lounge programs out there, and there are a lot of different credit cards that offer access to this or that or the other one. It's very confusing. But not to worry, because in this video, we're going to break it all down. This is going to be your ultimate guide to airport lounge access with Canadian credit cards. And if you watch to the end of the video, you're going to find out exactly what kind of airport lounge access each type of lounge program offers and which credit cards are the best option depending on your budget and which cities do you usually travel to or from. But before we get into all of that, if you enjoyed the video and want to see more videos like this, then make sure to go ahead and smash the subscribe button down below and join the community. And also, if you enjoyed the video, do us a favor and smash the like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. But now with all that said, let's get right into it, and we're going to start with the American Express Platinum card. Now this card is the definitive airport lounge access credit card. It's a card that gets you access to airport lounges in over 1,400 airports across the world, which basically means that pretty much any airport you go to, there's at least one lounge there that is covered by this credit card. And of course, it also gets you unlimited access to airport lounges. So there's no limit to how many you can use per year. You can use as many as you need. Now, of course, this program is called the Amex Global Lounge Program, and it gets you access to a number of different airport lounges. The main one, of course, is the Amex Centurion lounges, which are the American Express lounges. And in fact, if you want to get access to the Amex Centurion lounges, which are some of the better lounges out there, you can only do it if you have the Amex Platinum card or the Amex Business Platinum card or the Amex Black card, which is the $10,000 card. And that's it. There's no other way to get access to those lounges. So it's pretty exclusive just to this credit card. Now, the Amex Centurion lounges are mostly in American cities, as you can see right here, but there's also a couple of international options such as London Heathrow Airport, Hong Kong, and also Sydney, Australia. Now, being a Platinum card member myself, I've been to a ton of Amex Centurion lounges over the past couple of years, and I can tell you they are some of the better options out there. They all have really nice designs, a lot of comfy seats. They usually get you some really good food, some local food. There's a lot of different options. It's usually a big buffet that you can pick from. They usually have some kind of a bartender that can make you all kinds of different cocktails for free. They're usually very good lounges and have a lot of different options. Even in some cases, they have showers that you can use for free. They have some other stuff, like, for example, the Seattle Airport Lounge has a specific coffee bar where they can make you handcrafted coffee drinks like a high-end barista would. And while usually the service is good and there's usually a lot of people working there, making sure everything is running smoothly, making sure everything is clean, there are also sometimes when that's not necessarily the case. I remember when I was in the Dallas Centurion Lounge, there was this huge scene where someone had just splattered their food all across like 2 or 3 different seats, and it was just not clean for hours and no one could sit there. So overall, they're really good. Overall, they are luxurious. They do offer very good service, but they're not the craziest out there, at least not in terms of always being super clean, always having a lot of seats available. And also there are some airport lounges that are even more magnificent that we'll get into later. But of course, that's only one type of airport lounges that you get access to with the Platinum card. There are also other ones. For example, there's the Delta Sky Club, which is one of my favorites by far. In fact, I went to the Delta Sky Club at LAX, which is the Los Angeles airport, and it was absolutely amazing. I absolutely loved the experience there. The food was amazing. The drinks were amazing. The lounge was massive. There was so much room so that even though there were so many people there, it didn't feel overcrowded. There was still a lot of space for you to sit down and just relax, have a good time. And they also had a bar on the outside and then one on the inside. So there were 2 different bars. It was a great experience. But that said, the Delta Sky Club does require you to be flying a Delta flight in order to be admitted. So just having the Platinum card is not enough. You have to have the Platinum card, also be flying Delta. Also, you can't have the bare minimum economy type of thing. You have to have the main cabin economy, which is a little bit more expensive. So the Delta Sky Clubs are a bit more restrictive in that way, but if you can get in, they're absolutely amazing. I absolutely love them. They also get you access to Aspire lounges. I went to the Aspire lounge in Calgary, and again, it was a very good experience. Not too many people in there, wasn't overcrowded. They had really cool napping pods where you can go there and just relax. Good food. I would have liked a little bit more variety with the food. It was a little bit more restrictive than some of these other lounges, but it was still nice, and the lounge itself was classy. Overall, I'd say probably not as good as a Centurion lounge, as long as it's kept clean and it's not overcrowded, that is, but still very solid lounges from my experience. If you're flying within Canada or going to the United States, here at the YVR airport, you can only go to the Plaza Premium Lounge with the Platinum card. And they're not the best. They're very small. There's not a lot of seating options. The food is not usually all that great. There's not a lot of different options. And even the options that there are, it doesn't feel super fresh. It's not super amazing. And by it's not super amazing, I mean, it's pretty bad. It's not even fresh a lot of the times. It's definitely not the best food you can find at airport lounges, nowhere near. If you want to use things like the shower, you have to pay extra for them. You can't just use them for free. Also, the bar is a lot more limited. If you want cocktails, you have to pay for them. You can only just get beer or wine or stuff like that. So yeah, let's just say the Plaza Premium Lounges leave a lot to be desired, and they might be my least favorite lounge out of all the different ones I've been to. But hey, if you're at an airport where there's no other option, at least you have this one. It's still better than sitting at the gate, I suppose. Now, the Platinum card also gets you access to escape lounges. These are found in some of the smaller airports in the United States. These are stuff like Kansas City or Cincinnati, stuff like that. And they also have a bunch of different lounges across the United Kingdom and Australia as well. But as if all of those were already not enough, you also get a premium Priority Pass membership, which gets you access to a ton more lounges on top of all of those. Now, this usually helps you out with international airports. If you're going to other cities across the world, you usually can find some sort of lounges with Priority Pass in those airports. But even here in North America, you get access to some more premium lounges with the Priority Pass at least once in a while. Now, they're only found in a couple of airports. They're like in the Boston airport, the 2 New York airports, a couple more. But because those are more premium lounges, you can only go to them once a year for free with the Priority Pass. After that, you can still go, but it's going to cost you like $70, $75, something along those lines every time you go. Now, I did try going to a Chase Sapphire Lounge when I was in New York. I went to the LaGuardia Chase Sapphire Lounge, and it was amazing. I mean, when you go to that lounge, you feel like $1 million. The design is amazing. There are so many seating options, so many different options. It's so huge. It has so many different places you can go to. They have a whole game room. They have a huge bar. They have this huge kitchen that, dare I say, it makes Michelin star level food. At least it looks like it. And it also tastes amazing. I was there for breakfast and it was just otherworldly. It was so good. I cannot recommend that lounge enough, but it is only once a year if you have the Platinum card. But again, it's even that one time a year, it's an amazing treat. And again, it's not in that many airports as of right now. It's only a couple of airports in the United States. So hopefully it's not going to be needed that many times anyways. But if you can, definitely try that lounge at least once. It's amazing. You must try it at least once. Now, that is all the airport lounges that the Amex Platinum card covers. Of course, this is a very expensive card. It costs $800 a year to own. So yes, it is getting you a lot of different lounges and you have unlimited visits per year, but it is costing you quite a bit. So just keep that in mind. But if you travel a lot like me, then this is a no-brainer. It's such a great card. It gets you access to so many lounges. You gotta have it. But let's put the Platinum card aside for now and take a look at another card that gets you very good access to lounges as well. And that is the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite card. Now, this card is very popular because it has no foreign transaction fees, but it also gets you access to DragonPass lounges for 6 free visits per year. Now, DragonPass is also a huge global lounge collection similar to the Amex Global Lounge Collection. This one also gets you access to lounges across 1,300 airports across the world. You can just see a couple of them right now. And it does mean that for a lot of airports that you go to, there's at least some lounge that is covered by that card. So you're not going to be left hanging without anywhere to go. Now, of course, the lounges are not quite to the level of the Platinum card. Obviously, the Platinum card is a lot more expensive, so you expect more. But given that the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite card costs only $150 a year to own, and a lot of other cards that also offer DragonPass also cost something similar, or at least in that range, then it's completely understandable that the lounge quality is not going to be quite as high as what you get with the Platinum card, but it's still nothing to scoff at. It's still very valuable. Just to give you a couple of examples, definitely doesn't cover the Chase lounges, which are of course a lot more premium. It doesn't cover the Amex Centurion lounges. Those are only exclusive to Amex Platinum card members. It doesn't even get you access to Delta Sky Club lounges, which are also very high-end, very quality lounges. It does cover some of the lesser ones like the Plaza Premium, unfortunately. We probably could have done without those ones. Let's just be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of those lounges. But hey, again, it's better than nothing. It's better than sitting at the gate. And again, given that you're putting so much less money into the annual fee of the credit card that you're getting, hey, it's at least something. And again, up to 6 complimentary visits per year. That means that if you travel even as much as 3 times a year, you're still comfortably covered because, anytime you go, anytime you come back, that's 2 per trip. 3 trips, that's 6 uses. Now, if you travel more frequently than 3 times a year, then yes, now you're in the territory where you probably need something like the Platinum card, or there's even a more premium version of the Scotiabank Passport known as the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite Privilege Card. That card is quite a bit more expensive. It costs $600 a year to own, but it gets you a lot more features, and it also gets you 10 complimentary access to DragonPass lounges. Now, I'll be honest, if you're getting into that territory of fees, you might just be better off going with the Amex Platinum card and getting all those better lounges. But if you're just looking for a cheaper credit card that doesn't break the bank, but it also gets you access to a couple of decent lounges, then that's probably the one to go with. It gets you the DragonPass up to 6 visits per year. And it's not the best lounges out there, but they are okay. They're at least better than sitting at the gate. There's some food, there's some drinks, even though they might not be the best at the Plaza Premium Lounge, but let's not worry about that for now. Next up, we have the Amex Gold card, and this card is a lot cheaper than the Platinum card. It only costs you $250 a year to own, and it gets you 4 complimentary visits to, you guessed it, Plaza Premium Lounges. It does also get you a Priority Pass membership, but it's not a premium membership. So it's not like this one that I got with the Platinum card. It's another membership which allows you to go to the lounges covered by Priority Pass, but you still have to pay every time you go. You still have to pay like $30, $40, $50, whatever the case is, for each lounge visit. So yeah, not the best, in my opinion at least. If you love Plaza Premium Lounges for some reason, then hey, all the power to you. Not the best option in my opinion, especially when you can get the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite card for $100 cheaper, and that one gets you DragonPass, and you have 6 complimentary visits. So it's not even 4, it's more visits even. So yeah, I probably would stay away from the Gold card. I would either go with the Platinum card or go with the Scotiabank Passport card. But then there's all the Aeroplan cards. So next up, we have the TD and CIBC Aeroplan Visa Infinite Privilege cards, and also the Amex Aeroplan Reserve card. All 3 of these are premium credit cards that cost you $600 a year to own, and they get you access to Maple Leaf lounges. Now, Maple Leaf lounges are Air Canada's lounges, and as such, they are found mostly in Canadian airports, a couple here and there in the United States, and a couple outside as well. In fact, here you can see all the different locations where you can find Maple Leaf lounges, but as you can see, there's not a ton of them. There's only 17 in total. But I'll say this, if you travel mostly within Canada, these are probably better lounges to go to than Plaza Premium lounges. Now, I haven't been to Maple Leaf lounges. I don't have any of these cards. I've had the Platinum card, and the Platinum card doesn't get you access to Maple Leaf lounges. So as such, anytime I travel within Canada, if there's other options other than the Plaza Premium lounge, like for example in Calgary, there was the Aspire lounge, which was a lot better. But other times I'm kind of just stuck using Plaza Premium lounges, and they're not the best. So even though I haven't been to Maple Leaf lounges myself, based on what I've heard about the lounges from people who have been to them, I would definitely take them over the Plaza Premium lounges. Now again, take this with a grain of salt because I haven't been to these lounges myself. I'm only giving to you what I've heard from other people, but I've heard they're okay. They're probably somewhere below, again, all those premium lounges that we talked about, like the Amex Centurion or the Delta Sky Club or stuff like that. But they are well better than something like a Plaza Premium lounge. So from my estimation, it's probably something similar to the Aspire lounge, which I would be very happy with because that's definitely a very good option that has decent food, decent space, and just overall a much better experience. But to be fair, you are paying a lot more than something like the Gold card or the Scotiabank Passport card. And I don't know if it's worth that, because if you're paying $600 and you have access to only 17 lounges across the world, well, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'd rather pay $800 and get access to 13 or 1400 airport lounges, and a lot better ones as well. Or go the other way, pay a lot less, pay only $150, get the Scotiabank Passport card, get the DragonPass, and be covered over 1300 airport lounges across the world. So again, while these are probably better lounges than something like a Plaza Premium lounge, I don't know if they're quite worth that price tag, especially with how limited those lounges are. But now that's about it for this video. Let us know in the comments down below what you think of these airport lounges, which are your favorite, which ones have you had a good experience in, which ones have you had a bad experience in, and what do you think about the cards? Which one do you think is the best card to have for airport lounge access? Let us know your opinions. As always, if you haven't done so already, make sure to smash the subscribe button down below and join the community. Also, if you enjoyed the video, do us a favor and smash the like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. And now with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.